Hello, welcome to another video. This one's going to be a little different. This one's more informational based. I have had some family and friends ask me why I was so excited to find the West Point quarters, the key dates and stuff like that. What are they? Why am I so excited to find them? So I wanted to make a quick video because the West Point quarters and the key dates are pretty much a similar thing. The West Point quarters probably should be considered key dates. So I wanted to go through a few things and explain what they are and why I am so excited to find them and why they are more valuable than the regular coins. First up, the key date is a coin that has a low mintage, is in low supply, or is scarce for any number of reasons. Take, for example, the 1950 out of Denver compared to the 1952 Jefferson Nichols. The 1950 out of Denver had 2.6 million minted, or minted is another word for created. The official term for making a coin is minted. So 2.7 million made compared to the 1952, which has almost 64 million made. That is quite a difference in amounts. This was about 70 years ago, so if you think about it, how many of the 1950 Ds have survived in great condition, good condition, or at all compared to the 1952s? With the this is why the key date 1950D is considered a key date because it is hard to find, especially in high grades, which makes it a lot more valuable than the 1952, where these are quite easier to find. Another example I wanted to share is the 1909 and 1910 wheat pennies. Now, 1909 was the first year that the wheat penny was made, and in the beginning of the year, it had the initials VDB on the back, the initials of the designer. And partway through the year, as they were released, people complained about the initials on the back, said it was ugly, and they didn't like it, so the mint removed them. And later in the year, they were released without the initials on the back. And so the 1909s were minted in San Francisco and in Philadelphia, and both mints, both locations had the initials on the back, VDB, and without the initials, VDB. Now, the mintages are just under 500,000 for the 1909 out of San Francisco with the initials, and in 1909, without the initials from Philadelphia, there was 72 million minted, compared to 1910 out of Philadelphia, 146, almost 147 million minted. This makes the 1909 SVDB the hardest to find penny in good condition, as it is the lowest wheat penny minted. And you can see here's the other mintages. The 1909 S without the initials was also a low mintage and considered a key date as well. So these are way more valuable than the 1910s or the 1909s, even though as they are older and the higher condition, the better condition, the more valuable they will be in total. But the 1909S with the initials VDB is going to be head and shoulders way more valuable than the others. I believe these go for several thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars, depending on condition, whereas you can get a 1909 for a few dollars in decent condition. Okay, now moving on to the West Point quarters. In 2019 and 2020, there were 5 different reverses each year, and in 2020 was the first year that they had the first year ever that a coin had a privy mark on it, the V25 here, or V75, is represents 75 years since the end of World War II. Now, getting into the mintages of these, for the 2020s, I'll just break it down. In Denver, the Tallgrass Prairie reverse is the lowest mintage at 142.4 million minted. Salt River Bay, 515 million minted. So that's a lot of coins. Philadelphia has a very similar. Um, Tallgrass Prairie still being the lowest, and Salt River Bay still being the highest. But the West Point, this is why they're considered valuable, hard to find, and scarce. Only 2 million of each were made. So that makes them hard to find, scarce, and more valuable. It's almost like finding treasure on a treasure hunt. Now, the 2019s are similar with similar mintages, and West Point only did 2 million of each of those. So, again, very hard to find from the West Point, which makes them scarcer and more valuable. So, that's why I'm excited to find them. It's like a treasure hunt, searching through regular coins to find those diamonds, those jewels, the piece of gold, find that special coin that is worth more than the other coins, worth more than face value. Um, West Point quarters, ungraded in raw form, which means by themselves, are worth currently at the time of the video, I've seen them go $10 plus, $10 to $20, depending on which one you have. And that price will only go up throughout the years as they will become harder and harder to find and more desired. I do hope this video helps everyone, and I do hope you enjoy. Please help me out by liking, subscribing, sharing, doing all that YouTube stuff. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought about this video. This is an informational video. If you would like to see more, I can try to do more and try to get a better format on it here. So thank you very much. I do hope this was helpful. Have a good day.